Ever wonder what happens when celebrities get pushed too far on live TV? From yelling fits to storming off, these are the moments they totally lost it. Let's dive in with one of the wildest meltdowns ever. First up, R. Kelly's infamous breakdown. Facing tough questions about serious allegations tied to the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, he couldn't handle the heat. It was 2019 and he was already under fire after years of rumors and legal battles.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career.
The interview was supposed to clear his name, but instead he unraveled in front of everyone. His publicist rushed in to calm him down, but it was too late. That meltdown didn't win him any fans, and now he's serving 20 years in prison.
At this point, we briefly paused the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
This is not true. It doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women?
Next, Charlie Sheen, after getting fired from 2.5 Men. He gave one of the weirdest TV interviews ever in 2011, right when his personal life was spiraling. He'd just been axed from the hit show after clashing with producers, and people were worried he was having a breakdown.
Okay, your passion is coming off as erratic to people.
Well, you borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that is, I don't know, maybe not from this particular terrestrial realm.
Instead of calming things down, he went full wild card, talking about his lifestyle in a way that left everyone confused and concerned. People thought he was losing it, and his crazy answers didn't help.
Some are saying that you're bipolar.
Wow, what does that mean?
I guess that, you know, you're on two ends of the spectrum.
Wow. And then what? What's the cure? Medicine? Make me like them? Not gonna happen. I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now.
Then there's Kanye West clashing with Piers Morgan. Already in hot water over controversial tweets in 2022, Kanye wasn't here for it. The interview was meant to dig into his latest drama, but he turned it into a battle, constantly cutting Morgan off.
Okay, but why would any of that? Okay, but why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you.
It happened during a stormy period when Kanye was making headlines for all the wrong reasons. He cut it short and walked out, leaving Morgan stunned and the internet buzzing.
Together. After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position.
That's clear. Interview adjourned. Love you.
Rapper Birdman didn't mess around when a radio station dissed him. He stormed into the Breakfast Club in 2016 to set them straight after they'd been trash-talking him on air. This was right when rumors were flying about him allegedly putting a hit on Lil Wayne, his former protege.
Y'all ready? Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's go. Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on in.
He didn't even wait for the mics to go live. He laid into them the second he walked in. He threw out that warning and bounced. Chilling stuff, especially with all that tension in the air.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hate my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. Let's rock.
Mike Tyson flipped when a news anchor brought up his past. This was in 2014 during an interview in Canada to promote his one-man show. The anchor blindsided him with a question about his 1992 conviction, which Tyson had worked hard to move past.
Big hit. Now, some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that.
He'd been expecting a friendly chat, not a dig at his history. He kept going until they had to cut the segment short, proving he still had that fiery temper from his boxing days.
How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
Not because you're a piece of shit.
All right,
you really have to
we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
You.
Elon Musk doesn't hold back. When asked about advertisers ditching X in 2023, he let loose at a live summit. He'd been dealing with backlash over the platform's direction, and big companies were pulling their money out.
But there's a public perception that that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
Instead of dodging it like most CEOs, he went straight for the jugular with a response that shocked the room. Short, sweet, and zero filter, just classic Elon, doing things his way.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f*** yourself.
But
go f*** yourself. Is that clear?
The Bee Gees weren't feeling an interviewer's jabs and walked off mid-show. This was back in 1997 on a British talk show when Barry Gibb and his brothers were promoting a comeback.
But you had one very, very good single on your own there, Saved by the Bell. That was a good one. Do you feel, I don't need those other two, I can knock out something like that?
There was a lot of ego problems at the time, and I can't even remember
why. We had one
why.
at the same time called Don't Forget to Remember, which was I've forgotten that one.
The host kept poking at their past, calling them losers in a snarky way. They'd had enough of the disrespect after decades in the spotlight. They stormed off, leaving the host speechless. A total vibe shift.
I might just leave. Yeah. Oh, I've never had anyone walk out before, but...
well, we are a toss-up, pal. So anyway...
everybody.
This is a setup.
Ben Affleck and Bill Maher went at it over religion on live TV. This was in 2014 on Real Time, during a heated panel about Islamophobia. Affleck was there to promote a movie, but got dragged into a debate he wasn't ready for.
Ridiculous. Even it gets
so hold on, are you the person who understands the officially codified doctrine of Islam? You're the interpreter of that, so you can say, well, this is...
I'm actually well educated on this topic.
I'm asking you. So you're saying if I criticize you're saying that Islamophobia is not a real thing.
Maher and another guest pushed hard on their views, and Affleck pushed back just as strong, turning it into a full-on argument. It turned into a shouting match with no winners.
It's not. But it's so not.
It's like saying those statements, shifty Jew.
You're not listening to what we are saying.
You guys are saying if you want to be liberals, believe in liberal principles like freedom of speech, like we are endowed by our forefathers with inalienable rights.
Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar ditched The View when Bill O'Reilly got heated about 9/11s. It was 2010, and O'Reilly was a guest talking about a controversial mosque near Ground Zero.
You want to bet on that? You want to bet? I'll show you that poll in a minute.
Americans don't want it.
But why is that?
But why aren't we saying
it's inappropriate?
Why is it inappropriate when 70 families died?
Muslims killed us on 9/11.
The conversation was already tense, but when he made a bold claim about who was behind the attacks, it crossed a line for them. They'd had enough and walked off, shocking everyone watching and leaving the set in disarray.
Muslims didn't kill us on 9/11? Is that what you're saying?
Excuse me, extremists.
What religion were they in?
What religion was Mr. McVeigh? Mr. McVeigh was an extremist as well, and he killed people.
70% of the country.
I want to sit here.
Click on this next video to witness more legendary moments that'll make you question reality. Go on, you know you want to.